Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. I need to mind my own business. Let's get started and talk about it. Maybe some of you can relate, but I'm pointing that finger back at me. Many of you know me quite well that have been with me for a while, so welcome anyone new. I am Money Mom and I talk generally all about how to save money, but on Wednesdays I do personal growth and like to reflect on areas that I would like to grow in my personality flaws, things I'm doing well, things I need to improve on. And I think Wednesdays is probably one of my favorite video times. So welcome everyone new, and thank you all to the valued subscribers that have been with me for a while as well. That being said, I wanted to share with you guys about how I need to mind my own business and stay in my own lane. I think many times I borrow other people's troubles. I don't know if any of you are like this, but if any of you know me, I am have a lot of maternal instincts, and I am like a mother to many people. I love to take care of people. I'm nurturing. I want to make sure that everybody is safe and happy, feel loved, they're fed, they've got everything they need. I would love to be able to have everyone live in a peaceful, loving, and abundant life. And because of that, sometimes I don't always stay in my own lane and just concerned about myself. Sometimes I can be overly concerned about others and, like I said, borrow other people's troubles. For example, over the years, I've had folks maybe that have had some financial situations or they're not happy with the job, and I'll, work hard on doing a bunch of research for them and trying to help them. And sometimes it doesn't always work out, and then I kind of feel responsible for it. I don't know if any of you guys have been that way, but I'm also a peacemaker where I want everyone to get along, and I do whatever I can to try to smooth things over for everybody. I don't know if any of you have experienced things like this, but I've been doing a lot of reflecting and thinking, me doing that and me wanting to help and work in other people's lives to help them with all areas of their life, it sounds great on one hand, but on the other hand, it's probably a disservice to them because it's like I'm trying to control them and what they're doing. And so I've kind of been getting that a lot of thought, and I know quite a few people that they just don't worry about what everybody else is doing. I mean, over the years, you guys know, and I've mentioned this, and I always tell you all this, I'm a recovering people pleaser, and a lot of times I compare myself to other people. I want to see what other people are doing, and doing that gets me outside of what I'm doing, and it takes energy away. If I spent less time worrying about everybody else around me and what they're doing and spent more time on focusing on improving my own life, I would have a lot more time on my hands. I do really love people, but I do get concerned, and sometimes I end up worrying about people. And I'm going to give you an example. I do demos at several of the different stores. I won't say this particular store, but there's one particular store that there's a person that works there that never seems to have lunch. Now, I have shared some of my lunch with this person. I don't have any problem doing that at all. But she has always said things like, oh, all I have for lunch is particular this. And then I worry about her, like, does she have money for food? Is there anything I could do to help? Things like that. So I get myself involved and concerned about certain things, and sometimes I can get pulled into things. Or if maybe two people aren't getting along, I try to be the peacemaker and see what can I do to make peace between these two people, things like that. So this would be just kind of an example of some things. A really good example is several years ago, I had somebody that was having some financial issues, and I basically worked on getting her a scheduling type job where she was scheduling, and it didn't work out for this particular person. They didn't really enjoy it, and I felt bad about that. But I really worked hard on, hey, what can we do to help this particular person? We even actually brought her over some food and some things like that. And so I'm always happy to help out, but sometimes I think that I need to step back and allow people to figure out things for themselves. And one of my other friends has always said this about just life in general. She says, sometimes you just got to figure it out. And sometimes we have to work hard on our own. I know this for me. I used to ask everybody advice about everything, and I'd involve so many people in every aspect of my life, but then I wouldn't like it when they gave me advice. Now, I'm actually doing a lot of my own research and doing things on my own, and I'm doing trial and error, and I feel like I've taken a lot of my own power back by basically doing things on my own rather than seeking everybody else's approval. Well, so you can see this entire thing can be a real vicious cycle. And I love helping. I love being able to do kind things for others, but there are times where I just need to stay in my own lane and let that person figure out what their next step is. Let me know what you guys think. If any of you struggle with this, if any of you have maternal instincts that you kind of do this, this is a character flaw that I'm working on, and you know what? I'm a work in progress. Bottom line is, I need to sometimes mind my own business and stay in my own lane and work on my own issues. That's all I have to say for now. I love you, I appreciate you, and I'll see you on tomorrow morning's video. Bye-bye.